Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome. Jeanette, Trish, thanks so much. So good to see all of you. Thanks so much for joining. I'm going to attempt to play a video and talk about it. We'll see how that goes. But seriously, thanks so much for everybody joining. Thanks so much. Most Wanted, thanks. Hey! Hello! Hello, all of you. Just gonna copy this thing right here and see if that does what I want it to do. In the meantime, please everybody hang out, talk, chat, do your thing. Just gonna recopy this thing over here. And see how it goes. Welcome in everybody. Thanks so much. If you're just joining, I'm Little Roo. This is Little Roo Plus 2. Just gonna go ahead and go into this.
Indiana Jones never loses his hat. That's right. Right, come on. Let's do it. Come on down. Check your gate. Park and deal. 5 minutes. So let's go.
You got it, boss. Let's go instructor Mighty Jump. We need time with 5 minutes, everyone. Cairo is 5. Look at this.
This can only happen on a movie set. Hi everyone, welcome to the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular.
So that was the very beginning of the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. If you could not hear me, I was given a little bit of how things happened during that while it was happening right then. If you could not hear me, that's fine. Still working out how a lot of this works. So thanks so much. Miss Garcia, Jeanette, Trish, thanks so much. Pirate Girl Trish, you're a rock star. Thanks so much for coming in. By the way, I put this thing on just for this. So this is the harness that I use. It has, I know you can't really see it because I'm wearing black, but it has over the shoulder. And then it also has around the waist. And then there's this lovely thing. You slide the phone in. That's how I was able to do Tron, as well as several of the other big roller coasters. I'll be reusing it again when we go live at Busch Gardens. And so I just basically just have to take it off over my head. So, but that's what I've been using right there as far as what I actually have to wear. And the phone sits on a separate clamp, and it just clips into the middle part of this. Right here. Just, it literally clips in, and then I hope for the best, as they say. But that's kind of what I do with that. Living Dead Mom, thanks so much for joining us. Great stream tonight. Seriously, guys, you guys are killing it over there. I absolutely love these like horror movie things you got going on. It's so much fun to watch. So much fun to watch. But yeah, I use the harness about a quarter to an eighth of the time, and then the rest of the time it's all on the gimbal as far as how I do the rides. Now, when I did Flight of Passage, I jacked that thing up where it was like up here because there's adjustments on it. So it was up here because basically the ride security comes to about my bottom rib, as I've said before, and you lean on that, you wear the harness, and then I had the glasses over it. Now, I have figured out a way already to the next time that I do anything that's 3D, I don't want to do the whole try to hold the glasses thing. I know everybody's doing that. I don't like it. I've tried it. I've tried it multiple times. I think it kind of looks like Dookie, and so I have actively figured out a scientific way that it should be better. We're going to test it out. I'm also probably going to send it to some of my West Coast friends. I'm looking at you, PJ and J, if you're watching this. Living Dead Mom, message me, DM me, because I think I have a way where we no longer have to deal with the superimposed image when we're bringing this to the public as far as streaming. And it's very simple and super easy and very safe, because my main things are safety. My second thing is how well I can bring whatever I'm trying to bring to the public. And my third thing is how simple can we make it for us, right? Because holding those glasses is not easy. By the way, I have seen several streams where people hold the glasses and do the thing, and they do it amazingly. And that's a skill in itself. Can I just tell you, like, riding the 3D rides and riding the 4D rides and things like that, where there's splashes stuff in your face and they're doing the whole thing, to try to hold the glasses right in front of the lens the entire time, because my phone has, I think, 5 or 7 lenses. It's stupid how many lenses the phones have now. Just saying that. But having tried that, I'll give it at best mixed results. I mean, I think Bug's Life and some of the others came off really well. Flight of Passage I thought wasn't terrible if you just ignore the right hand side of the screen. I don't want to do that. I really would like to bring a little bit better quality as far as image quality. to what I'm trying to bring you guys. So, I 1,000% would like that to be 1,000 times better. Let me catch up on the chat real quick here. I love the love that just goes from you guys. All of you. That's great. That's great. And yes, Justin's birthday is coming up on the 29th. Happy birthday again. Obviously, I'm early, but not too much early. It's coming up, man, my guy. It's coming up. Exactly. The countdown is on. Living Dead Mom said it the best. So, I do have a plan for trying to get that worked out. I don't like the holding the glasses in front of it just because it burns out the gimbal and overheats it. It's a whole thing. Or, it just doesn't look great. And I think there's a much easier way to do about it. So, we're working on it. We're working on it. Ace, are you in here? Ace Snoopy32, my guy. Cheers, my friend. How's it going? Good to see you as always. Good to see you as always. Wait, Little Roo isn't the 29th. It might be. To be honest, the way my work schedule goes, I don't really remember what day it is. It's a thing. Is it his birthday? Hold on a second. Now I gotta check. Hold on, I'm gonna do this on a separate screen real quick. I know it's sad. I gotta look up what day it is. I have 3 screens and it disappeared. Where did it go? I'll look up later. Well, actually, according to my computer, yes, it is the 29th. Happy birthday, Justin. Hopefully I'm not the first one, but happy birthday. Happy birthday, my guy. And everyone, please make sure you tell happy birthday to Justin. That's amazing. Thank you so much for all your support. As always, happy birthday. Seriously. Always, my friend. Always. Jack, it's past your bedtime. What are you doing, my friend? No, Jack Kaufman, I actually know that person in real life. And thank you so much for joining us, Jack. Always fun to have you around, whether it's in person or otherwise. And don't misbehave or I'll tell your mom. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, Jack's great. Jack's great. Happy almost your birthday in 40 minutes in Texas. Start the countdown. Here we go. We're counting down Justin's birthday right now. Got a beach trip in the morning. Don't want to go to bed. Spring break. I'm jealous. Take me with you. You know where I live. Like, you could just, well, you don't know where I live, but you can ask your mom. She knows where I live. It's on the paycheck. So just drive right by. I'll jump in the car. Nobody will ask any questions. No, Jack's great. Jack's a phenomenal person. He does sound for live entertainment things that we do. He literally does everything. And he's good at all of it. So thank you so much again, Jack, for hanging out. It's so funny to see you in here because I'm used to you like in real life, and seeing here it's actually cracking me up a little bit. He said, I'd rather be working on cover fuel swap places. Bro, I'm gonna need a lot of covering in the next year, so enjoy that beach trip. Take in the sand and the sea. Do your thing. And then when you get back, yeah, we can definitely swap places. I'm totally down. I'm totally down. Bet. Yes. Bet, my guy. Bet. No, seriously. It blows my mind that people I know in real life come in here and hang out and have fun. And I love it. I absolutely love every bit of it. And Jack's my guy. Like Jack and I get along very well. Like we have a really good time. And you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So we'll leave it at that. But seriously, have a great, great beach vacation. When you get back, I might need you to actually follow through on some of the stuff you're saying. I might need you to cover for me. So, just saying. I got some stuff in the works on this end of things. And you don't normally see me on this end of things. So, my guy. Thank you so much. Chocolate-covered marshmallows? Miss Garcia, you know my address. Send. Please, send. Hey, Snoopy over here, like, playing nice with Miss Garcia, like they don't go to war all the time. I love it. I love it. Holly! Hello! Holly! So, Holly, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I had mentioned something to you about, hey, direct message me. Didn't really work out. That's fine. Totally good. No pressure, but I have a great all-star mod group over here. If you would like to be one, please direct message me, and that will happen. That was what I wanted to talk to you about. No, I love everything you do in everybody else's chats. You're so much fun to talk to. It's always fun to talk to you just in general. So if you ever would like to just hop in and be a mod, I am more than happy to. Yes, Living Dead Mama. Holly! Oh, Ace, you trying to get Snoopy up in my chat? You trying? I like how I say you're trying to get Snoopy up in my chat. I meant to say you're trying to get Spicy up in my chat. But you know what I meant. You know what I meant. Holly, always. Seriously. It's always an absolute pleasure and privilege to be able to talk to you. I mean, all of you, yes. But Holly is in a realm of her own. He's 32. Oh, I'm not Spicy Snoopy, bro. You're not Spicy Snoopy? Huh. Alright. Okay. Under advisement. Yeah, I'm pulling the glasses down right now. No, this is just a hangout. Right now, I'm in no way trying to talk about too much. I did a little bit about the harness, which, by the way, Ace, I did want to say this to you since I know you're watching. One of these, it's like $20. I think 25, 20 or 25. You just snap it around your waist. It wears right here. You can adjust it. You just snap your phone clip in. I'd show you the rest of it, but I'm actively using it with my phone right now. But when you're doing roller coasters, or I know you like to do the rapids and stuff like that, try it out, my guy. Try it out. Like, it actually works really, really well. And as far as phone security, I don't have two phones. I know a lot of you guys do. I don't think Ace does. I don't think some of the others do. But I know a lot of people that do what we're doing have multiple phones. I ain't got that kind of the bread, you know what I'm saying? I just don't. So, But seriously, I use this for Tron. I use this for Cosmic Rewind. I used it for a couple of other things actually, and it was nice to just have it as an option. Because sometimes the gimbal, just people see the gimbal and they think it's a selfie stick. For some reason, I got asked like literally every ride I went on at Disney, is this a selfie stick? No. Does it extend? No. Like, and that was a thing apparently. So now I've learned that is a thing. If you tell them no, I mean, I am a big follower of the rules, I should say, but I'm just saying that that is an option in your wheelhouse if you so choose. So let me catch up on the chat real quick here. I gotta scroll back just a couple here. Holly, I'm honored. Seriously, I'm honored, and I need to update Vanta's new profile as far as making them a mod. And I also need to add you as a mod. Thank you so much for accepting. That is an honor to me. Seriously, that means a lot to me. People that mod for me, I actually have a lot of deep respect for. I've chatted with them and talked to them in all the other chats, whether it's Living Dead Fam or Living Dead Mom or Mike or all of you guys. Miss Garcia, I think I met in a chat with Coda, and it is a huge thing for me in my brain, just that you guys are willing to do that for me. And that means a ton. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate all of you. Hold on. I need two hands. You know. Miss Garcia knows. And Holly, I know that you and Tina and Miss Garcia and all of the... Hey, sis. She's waving at me. I know all of you kind of chat in other streams and everything. Do all of the things over there and then come over here and be like, hey. That's all I need. That's all I ask. You guys all are absolutely fantastic. I love having you guys as friends and people that I can talk to, not just in my own chat, obviously, but in other chats. It means the absolute world to me, so thank you so much. Yes, Miss Garcia said, wow, I was in Coda's chats a while ago, Rue. Yes, you were, and I was there with you, if you remember. I remember when. Remember when. Grabs guitar. Pirate Girl Trish. Oh, my dear Pirate Girl Trish. You're a pleasure. You're on the list too. Direct message me on Insta. Let's get you in here as a mod. If you would accept. Your mission, should you choose to accept. I know I'm a handful, so it gets very spicy in here. This is where everybody goes like after they're done with their real job type thing. So, but no, seriously, you as well. Open invitation. You and Holly were. I felt like I had the full group except for you two. I felt like I was just missing you two. But no, seriously, I love talking to you guys. You guys are amazing. If you haven't noticed, I don't just do this and nothing else. Like, I am quite active in other people's streams and hanging out, doing the thing. And when I see you guys, it makes me really happy. It really, really does. I'll be honest. I'll be very, very honest. I know the light keeps going in my glasses, and I apologize. But I'll be very, very honest. Before I had found the community that we're in, had started to think I was the only one that loved Disney this much, or liked talking about Disney this much, or just watching Disney, or just everything Disney, right? And having found you guys, it really, really does make me feel like, okay, I'm not crazy. I mean, I'm nuts. Let's be real. You guys know me. I'm a loose cannon on the deck all the time. But it's something very special to me when I find people that have like minds and likes and like interests, I should say. That, like Living Dead fan. I love Disney. I also like Halloween. Love Halloween. Absolutely love Halloween. I'm kind of a little nuts about Halloween. I was best boy on several small, like, B-rated films for Halloween stuff. And it wasn't Halloween when we were marketing it, but, well, not even we, it was when they were marketing it. I was just happy to be there, to be honest, because I was very young at the time. But we were doing a lot of the, back end stuff, and we were doing some of the special effects and all that kind of thing. And I was scared to death. I mean, scared to death of freaking horror movies before I ever worked on one. And then I worked on one, and then I worked on a second one, and then I worked on a third one. And somewhere between the second and third, we hit a scene where, I don't want to make this too graphic, just because I like to keep it kind of PG in here. Well, PG-13. You guys know what's up. But I was trying to keep it, I don't know. I was still wrapping my brain around all of it, and we were doing a scene where it was a kill scene. I'll just say that. It was a kill scene. You had very much like a Michael Myers type meets a 6'8" teddy bear version of a horror killer doing the job. And we're doing the gore scene. And we kept having to cut because all of us just busted out laughing. And it wasn't just me. Like, I was the younger, like, let's do everything they asked me to do, I was the one that was staying very, very quiet for a change. Because you guys know me at this point. I'm very, very vocal. It was the talent on both sides that we would start shooting the scene and everyone would just bust out laughing. I mean, it was insane to me. And we're doing stuff like, spraying stuff on the side of walls and, the lighting effects and gore effects. And no one could stop laughing for like 5 days straight of filming. No one could stop laughing. And I'm over here in the back going, guys, I'm trying to be a young professional. Like, I don't know what to do over here. Like, what are we doing? And then, we would go to do like the spray effects and stuff, and people that know what I'm talking about as far as horror movies or gore, like, there are spray effects, and it's a thing. I was the one doing the spray effects. And, we would have like shadow play as part of it. So you'd split the screen into thirds. Basically, like, the bottom from here over would be the shadow effect. And then you have the after shadow effect, like, up here. And then you have the spray over here. And you would use basically like a pan thing over the thing. And no one could stop laughing. It was the funniest thing. And before that, I was scared to death of horror movies. Anything horror at all. Scared crapless. And then I did that for work and for fun. And definitely did not get paid enough to not talk about it. But I got paid enough to be paid, and very much was very young at the time in my career, because I work in live entertainment, as you guys know. And it was one of those, like, you know, like, just try to keep it together. Keep it together. Keep it together. Okay, we got one effect. We got one job, guys. One job. So anyway, I'll get off of that high horse. But I will say that watching Living Dead Fam and Living Dead Mom, by the way, shout out to Living Dead Fam and Living Dead Mom. You guys are absolutely fantastic. I hope I'm half the parents you guys are, because my kiddo's much younger than yours, and or both of yours, and that watching you guys gives me hope that maybe, just maybe, I can mess her up in the right way, I should say. Anyway, I'm going to check the chat. But seriously, I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Miss Garcia said, yeah, we're a little off. Aren't we all? Aren't we all, my dear? And you love horror movies. See, there you go. That's why we all wind up in the same chats right there. You can't kill the boogeyman. No, you can never kill the boogeyman. But you can make his effects look really bad. I can tell you that. Whole new meaning for corn syrup, by the way. So everyone here, I'm sure, is enough of a fan. They know what Psycho is, like the movie Psycho, right? So they do the drain scene, which is iconic, absolutely iconic. What did they use? And all of you should know this. What did they use? I'll give the chat like 50 seconds at most. What did they use to do the blood circling the drain in Psycho? Because it was black and white, and they had to figure out how to make that work. Then we'll talk more about this. Living Dead Mom said, we enjoyed the Roof Fam too. You guys are a breath. Don't make me cry on my own stream. Please don't. No, seriously. Thank you so much. That, Living Dead Mom, that is a... That is a huge compliment to me. Thank you. I try very, very hard. Mine is 4, going on 24, and oh boy, always oh boy. Pirate Girl Trish said maple syrup. It was not maple syrup. It was not red syrup. Holly got it right, or was very close, very close. Holly, I will say you are 3/4 right with Hershey syrup. But I'll give it another like 10 seconds or so. So it was chocolate syrup. They actually used, the consistency was gloopy enough that it gave that kind of grotesque feeling to it. And they used that for the drain sequence, as well as the non-human related scenes in that. It was chocolate syrup was what they used. So remember that the next time you eat a sundae. Living Dead Mom said, she's just amazing. She will run the world someday. I know it may be rough, but there is positive at all heart. Thank you. And facts. I totally believe my daughter's going to be like president or dictator or what, probably more dictator looking at her now someday. She'll be a good dictator. So we're all good. But yeah, she's my own special little nut, and she very, very much is her own person. It's the best I got. It's the best I got. But thank you so much, and that means a lot coming from you guys, because it's so much fun. I had no idea that Living Dead Dad had so much background in entertainment, all that kind of thing. But as soon as I was here, I'm pretty sure you noticed, because I was chatting the whole time when you guys were having that discussion. I was very much like, oh, this makes so much sense. I get it now. Like, I get it now. And that was very, very cool. Also, the shows that, especially the younger, like Disney Channel shows, like the PB&J Otter stuff of the big show that they had that he helped originate, which was eventually became Bear in the Big Blue House, but like the PB&J Otter and all those. I saw those shows. I was a fan of those shows when they were on television. I also saw the live show at Disney World. And I've done puppeteering myself, so I completely understand, at least to a certain extent, what he was talking about. That was very, very, very cool, by the way. That was one of the coolest streams you guys have ever had, just for me, because I was geeking out over here like, oh, he gets it, we've done the things. So, I had a little bit of a moment there, and I do apologize that I totally, like, flooded your chat with just, oh my god, what the heck, my apologies. Definitely had a big moment there, but that was extremely cool to me, just because anytime I meet anyone, whether it's in person or through this, what we're doing now, it's very, very cool to me. Very, very, very cool to me, because not everyone understands what goes into a lot of that, and very few people, I will say, understand the full extent of the backstory of things. Not just the backstory of the story you see on stage, but like the backstory of, we had this group of people, we're going to do this thing, and all the stuff that goes into making those shows happen. And I've experienced that myself. I have background in that. That is part of what I do. Unfortunately, not anymore, but very much something I had done prior to this, and that was extremely cool for me. And I'm honored and privileged to call both Living Dead Mom and Living Dead Fam and Living Dead Dad and all of them friends on the other coast, which I really, really, really hope to be able to meet you guys in person at some point. That would absolutely make my life, because I know I say that, and then I have a new thing, and then I say that, and I have a new... No, you guys, like, that is extremely, extremely cool. And then on top of that, with the more spookier side of things, I don't know how to put into a paper, because I'm terrible at writing, the things I have seen, just in this house alone. This is not the first house where it's like, hey, someone died here. You cool living here? Yeah, sure. And then you get there and you're like, I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah. But I definitely had some interesting interactions. I have beliefs as far as otherworldly things. So it's very, very, very cool for me what you guys do. I love watching your stuff. Anyway, I'll stop gushing now because I'm on a tangent. Let me check up on the chat. Thank you, Miss Garcia. I really appreciate that. Yes, go check out Living Dead Fam. If you have not yet, go check out Living Dead Fam. If you found me and you haven't found Living Dead Fam, you're doing something wrong. Go check them out. Seriously. Trust me, Living Dead Mom, you guys are much more than neat. Much more than neat. That means a lot, Living Dead Mom. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you guys too. Seriously. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I don't even know what day it is, by the way, but I will say this: if you are watching this right now and you have not, next Thursday, go check out Living Dead Fam. They are doing ghost stories, and these aren't like make them up out of the seat of your pants after you've had a bad time at the movies. These are like legit, straight up, like stuff's happened to people, ghost stories. Go watch it. I've worked on horror films. I know one of the 3 Freddy Kruegers, like personally. Seriously, go check this out. It's so much scarier and so much more fun. Seriously, go check them out. They are absolutely fantastic. That's Living Dead Fam. If one of my mods can drop that one more time, Living Dead Mom, if you don't mind, drop you guys' link again, like 8 times over, because do not miss that. It is a heck of a lot of fun. I'm one of those people, I really enjoy listening to other people's stories and stuff happening that is weird or, in that vein. What they do is they literally just read the stories that other people have sent them, that are people that we all have in this community, and they are scary as mess. So, stiff drink, probably an ice cream sundae. Sundae. Wow, I can't even talk. Stiff drink, ice cream sundae. There we go. And then go watch that because you don't want to miss it. It is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are amazing. Also, if you've sworn off coffee forever like I did. Oh, it didn't freeze. I'm just doing the stationary thing for a minute. Go watch their channel. They'll put you back on coffee real quick. And they'll make you very jealous of whatever coffee you're drinking. Because it ain't gonna be what Living Dead Dad does. I mean, holy cow. Between the Krispy Kreme freaking waffles. Was it waffles or pancakes? Oh my god. It was so good. I watched it, was like... And then, just... He's over here making coffee. I'm expecting a coffee maker. No. There's a coffee station. By station, I mean it's a space station that he makes coffee in. What in the world? Go check them out. I'm dead serious. I'm going to stop gushing about them now, but seriously, they're all fantastic over there. Living Dead Mom, Living Dead Fam. Everything over there is amazing. Go check it out. That's what I watch when I'm having whatever day that I might be having. I go over there. I had sworn off coffee for like 6 years. I watched one thing of him making coffee. And suddenly Joffrey's was like a must for me while I was at Disney. Which, by the way, shout out to Joffrey's. If you have not learned about Joffrey's, do not pay the $13 a freaking cup for coffee at Walt Disney World. Don't do it. Joffrey's is everywhere. There's one outside Epcot. There's one outside MGM. There's one outside, or not MGM, Hollywood Studios. Sorry, going back to classic Disney in my head. There are multiple in every park or around every park. You can get a full size, I'm talking like a grande or better size by Starbucks standards, iced coffee, mocha, for $6. $6. If you can beat that at Disney, call me. I will send you my number. You can't beat that. That is huge. And believe me, when you're doing the lightning lanes and the virtual queues and the craziness and rope drop and blah, you need the coffee. Just drink the coffee. The other stuff, do what is best for you. Drink coffee. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to check the chat again. Oh, Lord, what did my sister say? Oh, there it is. Let's see. We used to have a large man always appear like a shadow or alarming presence. Seemed to be nice enough, but like to open and close my closet door. Don't know if room. So P. Sherman is my sister, by the way. And we have talked about this in passing, but we don't talk about it much. It's one of those things we just don't discuss. But since we are discussing it, for me, it was Les Looming Man, which I did see the tall Looming Man multiple times growing up. Because I used to have her room before she was born. And then when she was born, I moved to a different room. She had my room because that was the nursery. But I can 1,000% say, 1,000% say that if you ever watch like the Rumpelstiltskin animation style story video on VHS that was big in like late 80s, early 90s. Basically, that's what showed up in my room. And my bed would like literally lift up off the floor and spin and turn upside down and spin, and I would scream bloody murder. I'm weird for a reason, guys. Well, lots of reasons, but that was definitely one of them. So yes, I completely believe that you saw that, because I also have seen the Looming Man. Very much so. So I'm just gonna not read any more of that post, but yes, sis, you're not crazy. That very much was a thing there. Livy Dead Mom said, please share your stories with us, little Rue. Miss Garcia, we would love to. Yes, please share your stories. I don't like sharing my stories, to be honest. My stories are really weird. Very, like, disjointed, I should say. Very disjointed. Living Dead Mom said, wow, that's crazy, to my sister. Yes, no, but seriously, Living Dead Mom, that and you guys, I know, have had your experiences. We have 1,000%, 10,000%, 1,000,000,000% had some weird experiences where we grew up. I think ours had a lot to do with an unmarked burial ground. So long story short, where we grew up was on a specific piece of land that was squarely between, or on that property, which was 4 acres or less, had 2 different springs. Definitely had Native Americans, like old, like pre-history books, Native Americans there. And there was also that on one side of the property, and then if you went to the back side of the property, it was moonshiner history. So like my dad would find like old stills and things, and I'm not going to get into too much detail, but basically if you mix the 2 histories, that's kind of what we grew up like on, the little bitty like string of a land between the 2. That's very much where we grew up. Who would give up coffee? Not me anymore. It was me a month ago. It ain't me now. Trust me, I'm right back to where I was. Straight up coffee all the time. we can read them anonymously too. Yes. Also, if you want to submit a story for a Living Dead Mom or Living Dead Fam, you can always submit anonymously. Obviously, I'm sharing because there's not much anonymous between me and these hills back here. But yeah, seriously, they are very, very polite and I'm trying to think of the right word. I guess I should say gentle with how they read the stuff or at least tell your story. So feel free to send a story. They're very, very good about handling that. Me, I'm still trying to come to terms with a lot of the stuff that I have seen, and I'm sure my sis is too. So we don't like to do the put it into the reading thing for other people to read because we still don't quite understand some of the things we've seen. And I will say seen, heard, experienced, otherwise been around. It was a weird time where we grew up. I'm just saying it was a very, very weird time. But I'll get off that. Anyway. But yes, hugs, Tina. Yes, that's right. Hugs to Living Dead Mom and Living Dead Fam. Park Girl Trish, I'll be clutching a cup of coffee in my hand. Yes, on my last day on Earth. You know, I'm right back there with you. I was that way for a very long time, and I'm right back. Right back. Living Dead Mom says, oh, you've had some intense experience. Sis, feel free to hop in here anytime and back me up. My sister and I had very different experiences, but very, very much they were not things you could ignore at the time. Yes. To put it lightly, we've had some very intense experiences. My way of dealing with things is very much being kind of sarcastic, and you guys have seen me talk enough on live. Like, I'm very much sarcastic and, you know, yeah. That's kind of a buffer in a lot of ways to some of the things that I very much experienced. Even the way that I do my facial features and stuff now, like I'm watching my monitor right now and I'm like, ugh, you're saying this all wrong. Yes, to put it lightly, we definitely had some very intense at times experiences. Yeah. So, I love Disney. Like nothing scary about Disney. Even the ghost stories and the actual like interactions with, because of course there's never been a death on property. There have been deaths on property, guys. That kind of stuff, I'm much more like, hey, let's dive into that and focus on that. Not look at me because, yeah, that's Living Dead Fan said, thank you for sharing. I am not really shared. I've just kind of spilled some very, think of it as a big coffee cup. I just spilled a little. Like, that's kind of what happened. So, anyway, yeah. I feel like I should call my sister now. Because we've talked about this. Like, we talked about it growing up. We saw all kinds of crazy. Thank you so much, Living Dead Mom. Living Dead Mom said thank you for sharing. Well, I mean, I currently live in a haunted house. I am not going to say I don't. I know for a fact the people that lived here prior to me. One passed away outside of the house and one passed away in the house. And they had multiple animals at the time. And it is not uncommon for me to sign off, turn everything off, walk into the bedroom, and I know where the kiddo is, I know where the dog is, I know where all the cats are, I know where the wife is, and there are voices. It's a thing. They don't say anything crazy, but it's usually just, like, I don't know. I think this specific spirit is very much like an old grandpa type like figure, and knows that I have an interest in gardening and things like that, and like herbs and such. And this one seems to be all right with that, and seems to like my kiddo, which is huge because I'm pretty sure that the bedroom that happened in is my kiddo's bedroom. I don't know that for certain, but I've heard enough before we moved in, and as we were moving in, and since we've lived here, and then certain experiences, especially with baby cams and stuff like that, like, the ones that you watch your kiddo in their room. Yeah. I do not get upset with my kiddo when she's like, I don't want to be in my room. I want to be in there in your room. And I'm like, okay, come on. So, I there have been some weird things. I will say that. Weird things. But, I kind of grew up with the whole, like, alright, you just kind of get used to it and live with it. And there you go. Hopefully Charlie isn't mad at you, or Francis isn't mad at you, whoever the ghost is, or whatever. Anyway, I digress. I am going to take a quick break here in a minute, because that actually reminds me of something I need to go check on. Not to be creepy or anything, I actually do need to go check on something. Oh, there it is. Oh, sorry. So, I am going to put you guys on the break screen real quick, coming up. And then we can watch some more Indiana Jones, talk about some more stuff. I just want to come on and hang out with you guys. I was watching the movie with Living Dead fam, and that was so much fun. And I just kind of wanted to get in on it, just kind of hang out and say hey. And I mean, you guys are great. I'm still trying to figure out how to wrap my brain around this community, because I've been in the entertainment world for a long time. I'm sure Living Dead Dad could probably at least understand, even if he doesn't echo it. Like, he may have had a completely different experience, which is fine. But when you're around the entertainment industry and you're around theaters, which are traditionally very spooky places, and you're around that kind of clientele and people and all that all the time, it's really hard to explain that to everyone else. I mean, it just is, at least for me. And I've always loved Disney. I grew up practically at Disney. My family had annual passes, and we were there all the time. My sister can echo this, and I know Mama Kanga can echo this. She's a huge reason why I have the knowledge that I have about Disney. But it's not, especially here in North Carolina, it's not a normal thing to find someone that loves Disney. It's just not. So, to find a group of people that not only don't mind listening to me talk or ramble like I am now, but also love Disney as much as I do, and love the multiple aspects of Disney, and love the entertainment industry as far as that genre, is something I'm just not used to. I'm used to kind of being by myself in the middle of a pond in a canoe with no rowboat or no oars, That's the best way I can describe it. So, finding you guys was huge. It makes me feel, I won't say less crazy, because I kind of have learned to own my crazy at this point. It makes me feel more sane, or at least more understood. And I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. Because I had kind of come to the assumption that I really like Disney. I'm going to be their weird guy over there. Oh, gosh! And that didn't help, right? Yeah. Being able to do that. And, you guys, gals, friends, and pals have definitely made it where I don't feel quite so just, stay over there, son. You ain't from here. Yeah. And believe me, I've got that a lot. Even people that have known me for years, still every time they meet me, for some reason, they're like, you're not from here. And I'm like, yeah, I am. And they're like, but you aren't from here. And I'm like, yeah, I am. It's a whole thing. But, anyway, I digress. Jay, what is going on, my guy? You always come in right before break, my friend. Always right before break. Alright, seriously, I'm going to take a break real quick. I'll be right back. You guys enjoy watching the slideshow. I will be right back in just a couple of minutes. Thank you all so much. Seriously. Seriously. It means the absolute world to me. This whole thing that I'm a part of now. And also, Living Dead Mom and Living Dead Fam. We have some things to talk about as far as tech stuff outside of all of this. I wanted to mention that because we do have some things that I wanted to talk to you about, just to kind of brainstorm with you, because you guys seem to have a really, really good handle on things. And of course, I know the AT&T SIM card was something that Living Dead Fam started, so I've been using that, and I have some feedback, but it's not something I want to talk about on chat or on stream. It's just something we should talk. Anyway, I digress. We should chat outside of this. Get virtual drinks or milkshakes or something. But anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. Thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go get my life together for like 2 minutes, and then I'll be right back. So thank you all so much for being here. I'll be right back. guys, welcome back. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Again, I am Little Roo. This is Little Roo Plus 2. We're doing Streamers After Parks right now. We will have guests on this stream coming up, and several of them you probably know. So that is a thing that I've already started the works to do, and it's just a matter of I would like to test it before that becomes a full-on reality for what we're doing. But thank you guys so much for coming in and being here for this stream. I really, really appreciate it, and thank you. Thank you so much. We will be doing more Disney this year. So to kind of give you an idea of what's coming up with the summer months, because my schedule is still wide the hell open. That was a slip. It's wide the heck open, I should have said. Basically, we are still trying to figure out what days are best for who and how we're going to do what and all that kind of thing. But there will be some camping. There will be some beach stuff here in North Carolina because I am from North Carolina and that's where we are home based. There will be hopefully well, not hopefully, the plan is right now to do Mickey's Not So Scary at Magic Kingdom during Halloween season, as well as some Christmas stuff on a complete separate trip. So there'll be at least 2 more trips to Disney and then 1 the following year around March-ish. That one probably won't be streamed as much, but there will be another trip there that I'll be sending content from as far as videos and things like that. Also, we are going to be sending more ride videos. I'll be splitting up some of my live stream stuff that I've already filmed, as well as stuff that you haven't seen yet, and be posting that as much as I can. I can also say that we will have, well, if everything goes to plan, we're going to have a couple more trips than I thought. And they might not have the +2. It may just be me or me and a +1, whether it's Miss Rue or IF or whoever's going to go with me, or just maybe me. But we have definitely been planning some of that stuff as well to kind of bring you guys some more Walt Disney World content in the interim of all these breaks that we have to take because we live, 3 states away. That also being said, May 16th through 18th, we will be doing the Food and Wine Festival at Busch Gardens. So please go check that out. That I'm not sure how well it's going to be streamed, just because as far as lives, I got to talk to my friend that works there. That's where it boils down. Jackie, if you're watching this, call me. But I'll be talking to my friend and kind of see what the best way is to do that. That also being said, there's some other stuff in the works as far as the art museum, local things here. We have some great museums here. We're not that far from DC. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we can stream from here that I can do live, or at least do videos of, and just kind of take you guys more places. So that's kind of the idea. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on. So seriously, I'm doing my best to kind of keep my head on a swivel as far as all the things that we are trying to do, and all the things that we already have planned, and it's a lot. Anyone that's a streamer out there, Living Dead Mom, I know you understand. LDF, I know you understand. Slim, you understand. Like, all my streamer friends get it. There's a lot going on anytime you're going to stream somewhere, especially if you're going to stream somewhere that you've never streamed before. So I do have plans to do quite a bit of that. However, there is always going to be that curve to see how well it winds up. So we are going to do our best over here at Little Roo Plus 2 to bring you some really cool stuff and just, some fun stuff. Or just stuff. Why not? So again, I really appreciate every single one of you. We've hit 207 friends We did our 200 subscriber giveaway earlier tonight. Jerry G was our winner of that. Windy Girl, there we go. Sorry, I had to take a minute. Windy Girl was our 100 subscriber giveaway winner. Both of those packages will be going out hopefully in the next 72 hours. Now that I'm actually back in my home state, so we are doing what we can. Living Dead Mom said you'll do amazing. Thank you so much, and I will do the best I can. That's all I can promise, because we never know, right? This whole thing, this whole streaming thing is nuts. It's absolutely... By the way, shout out to everyone, and I do mean everyone. PJ, Coda, Jay, Ron, Tanya, Park Hoppers. Oh my God, there's so many people I'm missing. Every single streamer out there that is doing the thing on the ground, even at Disney, just at Disney, or other things, or a multitude of things. Like, for instance, Living Dead Fam does things inside and outside of Disney. They do knots, they do restaurants, they do all kinds of things. Go check them out. If you have not, go check them out. Seriously, I'm telling you, I will come find you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually going to do that. But, seriously, go check them out. All of them. Anyone that's doing the streaming thing, anyone that's thinking about doing the streaming thing, it's not as easy as it looks. It's really, really not. It's really, really not. Like, for real. I know I have a 4-year-old, all this other stuff, and was doing the thing at Disney. It is not as easy as it looks. It really, really isn't. And I couldn't have done it without the support of PJ and Jay and LDF and LDM and just Cordy and all the people. I really could not have done it without them, because I feel like I was just enough ahead of the curve that I didn't freaking have my head explode. And so when you watch those streams and it looks like I know what I'm doing, I don't. I'm completely making it up as I go, but I had people that were that amazing that were behind me saying, hey, change this. Hey, do that. Hey, look at this. Hey, do this thing. Go check out their streams. Seriously. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I could not be here without, especially PJ Sponderosa. PJ Sponderosa was huge. Cordy, huge. Living Dead Fam, humongous. All of you guys, even just the littlest of messages that were sent, as far as encouragement or advice or anything else, humongous for me. So thank you so much. Anyway, knocking that sappy stuff off, let's get back into it. So, hey Dad. I know, you're helping me pay for that 4-year degree. Here I am. No, I love you, Dad. Thanks so much for watching. Good vibes. Thanks so much for joining. As always, good to see you. Ace Snoopy 32. Go check him out if you have not. He does some really cool cooking things. By the way, Ace, if you can figure out a plane ticket over here and clean my kitchen, do it. We will do we will do one heck of a cooking stream from over here, my friend. So, thanks so much. No, Ace is always good people. We really appreciate Ace Snoopy 32. So, let me see if I can find what I was looking for a minute ago. So I've talked about Tiana's already. 1 second. Let me see if I can send this link where I wanted to. Well, we can talk about this. Heck. Alright, hopefully you'll hear me. So, I'm going to talk about this.
That was great, but what did I tell you about the boulder? That was close.
Well, I just thought you liked better that way, boss.
Uh-huh.
Besides, the hardest part?
What's that?
Just keeping the hat on.
Well, make sure it stays on. Indiana Jones
Never loses his hat. Hop out
Right. Right, come on. Let's do it. Come on down. Check your gate. Park your field. 5 minutes. Let's go.
You got it, boss. Let's go and strike your mind. Everybody down with 5 minutes, everyone. Cairo in 5. Look at this. This can only happen on a movie set. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. What you think of the opening scene? Scene
So
one?
here they start the dancing.
Awesome. And did you see the
First they
size of
reset
that
the
boulder,
ball
huh?
because the ball has to
Yeah.
stay far
That
left.
thing is
Speed
unbelievably
right piece,
heavy.
house left piece.
So seriously, it takes like 20 of
Which
us
actually gets it
just to
spinning
roll
up to
back into
65
place.
miles per hour.
Yeah, it says 20.
Spinning
Take a
the ball
close
itself.
look. The other 18
It is
are
rubber.
actually inside the boulder.
There is a
All right,
gap.
it's not a real boulder, but you are looking at about 400 pounds of rubber. Now, we needed that much to make it roll and look just right. And with the lighting and sound effects from this amazing scene, man, that scene is still look dynamic. Well, hi everyone, my name is Mark. I'm the Assistant Director of the Second Unit. Now, folks, the Second Unit is where all the action lives in the movies. You see, the
But
Second
they
Unit
break that
usually
apart.
uses a lot of the
That
stunts
is the
and
start
action
of the
sequences
Indiana
for
Jones
movies like
Epic
Raiders
Stunt
of the Lost
Spectacular.
Ark. And today, we're going to show you how stunt work on the
And
second
then,
unit
while
is
they're
actually
talking,
created.
I try to
Hang
keep
tight.
the shot
Come on.
as
Yeah,
wide
tell
as
our
I
Andy for like
possibly
1
can.
minute.
You may. How about 2 minutes? I'm
Whoa.
feeling good today.
Thank you very much. I work
we
with
had
it.
the
All
best
right,
shot
folks,
we
right now,
could,
let's introduce you to our Heritage Sports
all
stunt
the
double.
things
Take it
happening
over, Indiana
around
Jones.
the
Please
first
welcome Mitchell.
Hey, everybody! Thanks for coming out today.
Mitchell. Listen, I wanted to bring you out here to
See
the
the
ball.
show,
Yeah, first thing was with the
Oh, I appreciate it.
Also, it was very dangerous.
hide the
So
stuff.
do me a favor, tell
I
us
want
all,
to
how
see
do
how
we
they
pull that
actually
off?
do it.
Yeah,
And that's one of the best
I make it up as I go.
Yeah, uh-huh. Woo! Not really.
They
A lot of
will,
stuff goes into
they'll
that.
split the
Sort of like a two-fall guy.
stage
And a line
into
of
three
Indiana Jones
pieces.
himself.
Right.
But come on, you gotta deal with
And
it.
then
Are
they
you
will
kidding? I'm
have
crazy now.
the
There's amount of risk and danger involved in every single stunt we do here.
laid
Why
out.
does this something watch my back? I never tried any of it. Here, it's all about teamwork.
That's right. See the teamwork. Looks like the rest of the team is coming out here to meet you. Let's meet our stunt team. First up, we got Cameron. Then we got Alex. Give it up for Carlos, Taylor, Jay, Spencer, Nicola, Noah, and Karen Alex. Stunt double playing the role of Marion Ravenwood, one of the best in the business. Please give it up for Rachel.
Hey everyone, thanks for being here today.
All right, well, as you can see, we are very proud of the team. We have assembled there an amazing group of stunt performers and real stars that will be bringing our version of Cairo to life. Okay, we need to see them all in action. How about another big round of applause for our epic stunt team?
Seriously, can you guys hear me?
They're going to bring it warmed up now. I want to tell you, everyone you see on set today, they are still professionals trained in their craft who embody the roles they'll be playing in this dynamic scene we're about to shoot. From heroes to villains, these stunt actors step into the scene as soon as our cameras roll. We got a few minutes. So right now, I'd like to introduce you to our on-set casting director. And if you need any help, I'm here for you, Mindy. I'm not going far. All right? So, give it up for Mindy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Now, I am very glad all of you are here. We need you for this live film shoot. As Mark said, my name is Mindy. I'm the casting director here. Part of my job is to cast background talent. Now, background is very important on a production. It brings that scene to life. And today I'm going to capture all of you as my background voices. Now, I do have to say we have a lot of action that will be taking place.
So yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm adjusting some settings right now. Figured we'd watch this together. You're supposed to be able to see me in the bottom, but doing the best I can here. Thank you, Living Dead Mom. I'm adjusting that right now to try to make that work better.
Yes, you are. Okay. When I call action, I want everyone in here to scream as if you are standing on a trap door. It opens up and you drop.
So let me know if that helps. I am definitely trying to. Now you can. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So what you missed? The stage splits into 3 different parts. I was talking about some of the stuff. Awesome. Thank you so much, LDM. See, this is why I need you guys here. I don't know what to do without you guys. So basically, the way the stage works is it breaks into 3 different parts. They are towed off by tractors. And there is about 7.5 to 9 inch gap between the bottom of the rubber ball to the bottom of the basically the bottom of the trough, that I should say, that the ball rolls down. So the main thing they tell you as an actor in that particular piece is to shove the idol out in front of you and lay flat and possibly turn your head to the side, and that way it doesn't crush your nose. Now, there is, if you go on YouTube, Wicked Linzer, again, Wicked Linzer has a channel. That is a previous actor that played Indy, has a bunch of backstage stuff about this particular show. Also got his nose broke during the show at one point because he kept the idol too close to his chest, and it when the ball went over, it is still a heavy item going over you. It's not enough to kill you, but it is definitely enough to hurt you. So he did keep the idol too close, and it crushed his nose. It broke it during a show and had to have a second cast come in.
I want to tighten up just a bit on the kidnap, make that a 3.
Down ready. Back off.
There's
Everybody.
to another 2 hours.
Roll camera.
Rolling. Speed.
So, a lot of the reason that Disney is closing down earlier nowadays has to do with a lot of the labor issues and hours, because basically everything is split into 2 different shifts, which, in my opinion, what they should do is split it into 3 shifts, and then it would make a lot more sense as far as payroll. But that's kind of how that works. But anyway, they tow all of that out of the way. They lay out the padding, as you can see. And now we've started the sequence. Now, all of these guys are interchangeable as far as which role they do. There's basically a whiteboard backstage where they tell you what you're doing that day. Notice they throw the barrel out of the way of the pads, and then Marion, we're in trouble. Ha ha ha! Yep. Okay. That's basically to get everybody on the same pattern as far as, or at least the same realm as what they're doing. Same page. Also, I was really happy with the shot because those first 2 guys, it looked like he uses a cattle crack. It's a snake whip end that they use for that whip to make that sound. However, those first 2 guys, that is full-on cattleman's crack, which is the style, or at least the move that they use. And then also from this view, you see several times during the show that they are not actually hitting anyone, obviously, because that's how this type of thing works. And I am trained in stage combat as well as a little bit of film combat. And so it's fun to watch this because this is made to be kind of a mixture of the 2. But yeah, the kicks to the head and the punches and all that, they're a good 1.5 feet away from the person when they're that far upstage. And upstage is away from the audience. So when they're that far away from the audience, and you can see it actually in this part of the video, you can see several times where they swing and it doesn't look like they're swinging at anybody, and then they 1,000% are doing something. Now that actually has a motor in the bottom of it, that pole. And then of course the frying pan gag. Go! And jump. There we go. And then you see the stuff, the debris flying out of it when they hit the deck. Now inside there is an inflatable. Basically, what we call it in the business is a crash pad. And then, of course, I tried to keep it really open here where you could see all the different things. He's going to come over. Da-da-da-da-da. Alright, so if you look at the front of that truck, there's actually a mechanism that flips the truck over. It has nothing to do with the explosion at all. Because the key to all of this is to keep things as controlled as possible. Anytime you're doing anything fight, choreography wise or stunts or anything like that, you want as much control as possible. Otherwise, it actually does get dangerous. Like, much more dangerous than it actually could be. Now, you can also see right here in this shot, they are resetting the fall pole as well as the swing pole. They're pulling out the crash pads, and then they're going to move that out of the way for the final scene because there are 3 main scenes in this show. Now during this there is the guy down right that is talking the whole time. That is an actor. He's not actually a director of anything. He is the actor. Now, I try not to do this too much as far as telling how the magic happens, but this particular show is something near and dear to my heart, and I feel like the more you know about it, what they're doing, the more fun it is to actually watch the show, in my opinion. So, let me know if you don't want to hear this, or if you don't want to hear this, tune out, tune in later. That's totally fine. I tried not to do too much zooming. I did one right there. It's that classic line of, when you're dealing with explosives, it's dangerous. Thank you. Which, to be honest, I've dealt with multiple TNT guys, and they very much, a lot of times, have that attitude. So, anyway, I'll be quiet.
Now, with all that being said about fire effects, I bet you'd be surprised to learn that more something like you get hurt doing fire.
Okay, that was an example of how the bullet ricochets work on the ground. They are, again, compressed air with basically talcum powder above them.
Carlos, you mind? Folks, I'm going to introduce you one of the best fight performers I have on my team. This is Carlos.
Also, Living Dead Mom, let me know if you can't hear me at any point, or you can't hear the show.
Rachel, may I borrow you, please? Thank you so much. Carlos, Rachel, I was talking to our guests about some of the dangers involved in what we do every day, specifically fight routines, right? We have some time. I want the two of you to give them a demonstration. Is that
That
okay?
sounds great, yeah. Awesome idea.
Okay, this particular shot, I will say, you can definitely see where she is pulling
So in a fight routine,
punches where they don't actually connect, so enjoy this part.
Carlos, that was amazing. All right, now as you can see, somebody could get hurt if you don't have the right timing. Hey, stop! Carlos, one person light, excellent. Okay, come back here. They love you so much. We're gonna spice things up real quick. As you can tell, it takes coordination and a real level head. Hey, down!
You gotta love it when the whole building just takes off right behind them.
Thank you.
Rachel.
But yes, there's always a front person and a back person that follows those
Something like
and
this
makes sure that they don't
would
hit
normally
anyone,
take a lot of rehearsal.
because that is actually very essential to the safety on deck of the
Hey,
actor.
Noah, you're next.
Okay.
And really, all of this talking is vamping because they have to reset for all of these scenes.
To him.
Oh.
Now, all the pyro and all that is usually set right after the show ends.
Carlos! I'm sorry.
You get a quick clip of that.
Whoa! Carlos,
I do remember that when they would let people in the audience. My
Folks,
sister
these are two of the best fight performers.
But yeah, it used to be they would this particular actor doing this particular stunt. Yeah. And there he is, everybody.
16, Indy and Marion are trying to escape an enemy camp somewhere.
That person
in the
used to be a
North
plant
African
in the
desert.
audience
Keeps us
when they would start, usually
Desert
house
Cool,
right.
Hey, Noah, come on down, please. This is where Indy comes
And they would
face to
actually
face
call
with
down
an
a
iron
good dozen
fist
or so
played
people,
by my son,
but
actor
that one was a
Noah.
part of it the whole time. The way you could tell him was he always had khaki shorts on and a Hawaiian
Noah,
shirt.
what's the difference between a stunt actor like yourself and stunt doubles? Mitchell, Rachel, will you help with that, please?
I got you, boss. Well, folks, as a stunt actor, I play the role of the mechanic throughout this entire scene. What that means is that I do all of my own stunts, and I don't need
Now
a
that
stunt
pad
double,
is about 3
which is
inches
what these
thick,
two are. They're
3 to
just
4.
stunt
It's
doubles.
usually 3 3/4, but who's judging?
Good.
And that is what keeps them from slamming their heads on the actual concrete slab, which is the bottom floor of that theater.
And Karen Allen love to do their own stunt work. But sometimes risk of injury is just...
Now there is a way to do what they do on a concrete slab, but
Whereas if Noah
you
got
need
hurt,
a lot more extras
we just find somebody else.
to be able to make that work.
Besides, Harrison and I are doing our jobs correctly. Even our own best friends have a hard time telling us apart.
Hey, let's talk over a change I'm making, please.
Okay, Mitchell. You know what the biggest difference is between you and
Also
your
looking
sport?
off to the
I think
right,
that
you can
$200
see the
million.
back of the original scene that we
Here
saw.
we go. Here's the change. Right
That
next
is
to you.
where they
You
park
run on
it
the hill
and
of
right off to
fame,
the side,
fire down
and it
on you. You're gonna
basically
take the
becomes
circle,
a
circle,
flash
circle,
wall,
right? I want to get the action
which is
scenes
a
going sooner.
grand way of
First revolution,
saying
first time around, that's what you
that
call
is
on your machine
what keeps
accidentally
people
firing
from
those
getting
rounds
fire
over,
in their
okay?
face.
All right, listen, there is a lot of firepower out here. Stay sharp, hit your mark.
Now, if you look to the left,
all right, let's call it, Mark.
there are
Ladies and everyone,
many
congratulations.
explosives
Oh,
in
this
there.
last scene is
There's the truck to
culmination
the
of all
right,
the effects
center,
you've seen so
mainly
far.
center
You know
right
what,
now.
ladies and gentlemen? What you're about to
And then, of
watch
course,
is
you have the gun
impossible.
turret tower up, up center left
Working together
from our
speed,
viewpoint.
getting shot, and creating,
Now,
we like to call out here,
when the guys go
Indiana Jones.
flying out of that, they always go flying, if you notice, up into the dunes. They
All
fly
right, lock
straight
it down,
into
Mark.
crash
Lock it
pads,
down,
which are
please.
basically
Step one up on the
mattresses.
hill, ready to go. All right. Zach, effects ready. All set. Thank you. Indy, Mary, ready?
What's going on,
Got it.
PJ?
Cameras
Thanks so
ready?
much for joining us.
Final set, please. Roll cam.
Rolling. Speed.
This is literally my favorite show at Walt Disney World.
Playback.
I hate that it took to my last day to be able to get there, but I'm very, very happy we were able to get there, because this is, I've seen pretty much every rendition of this show that there is. Dun, 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 dun. But it's not the Sith, everyone. Now this is a cool ad lib coming up. When the pilot of the plane walks over, there's a whole thing with the helmet that is not actually normally a part of the show. In fact, I think they were actually picking on a particular member of the cast at this point. Not in a bad way. Same cast member played the guy that's staggering right now, no, excuse me, the guy that's the pilot. He also played the head Nazi on the truck earlier in the previous scene. Now, about right where the pilot's standing, about 10 feet, 20 feet behind him, there is a trap door, which is how they make the pilot disappear, or the mechanic disappear, I should say. The plane is not a screen either. The plane is an actual plane. It doesn't fly, but it is a full-on, complete prop that does move. Now, one wheel will be locked in, and it will spin around itself. And if you turn up to 1080, you should be able to see where, when it does its first 3 revolutions, as far as turning around, it will knock off the gas cap of the truck to the right, which is what causes the explosion at the end. No. Never a stupid question, my friend. Never a stupid question. Alright, and it is locked in. If you notice, one wheel never moves, the rest of the plane does. The wings can come around. If you watch the right-hand side, and boop! See, it spun that thing, made something explode. Now, not all of that always makes sense as far as physics, but that is how the ride is done. You can also see it pouring the quote-unquote gas. Now, if you look on the floor, starting from house left, right, well, let's get out all the rooms out of the way. But if you look at house left to house right, there is a line. If you look right there on the actual floor, It looks like it might be something fading in and out of view in this particular film. However, that is actually a trough where there is actual flammable liquid. And that is where the fire, the fire starting stage left. Excuse me, stage right and house left. Up there it goes. And it's going to start crawling across that, and then it will stall right before the truck. Now, in the early days, they would time this where Marion, get out of the way! Blow the thing, and then Indy goes grab Marion. Okay, and they are clear. Boom, boom, boom. There it goes. So that used to be a lot more in time. They do have that lag period now. They've had that for probably the last decade or so on this particular show, and everyone comes out and waits because that is the show. Yes, this show is at Hollywood Studios. This is there's no film or anything like that. Basically, they keep it that way on purpose, and that way it is just about doing the stunts, and that's the show. So it's a great show. If you have never been, Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios does this 4 to 5 times a day. The last one's usually around 4:30. The first one is like 9 something. So definitely go check that out. Definitely go check that out. Sorry, I was making sure I caught up on the chat. PJ, thanks so much for being here, my guy. I have a package for you, my friend. You and Jay will be getting a package. I just have to send it out. That's tomorrow. So, cheers. But that particular show is very, very, very near and dear to my heart. I have met one of the original people that was one of the indies for that show. Again, if you want to know more about how they do it, I can get more into that. Or you can just go over to Wicked Linzer, which is another YouTube channel. And he actually was an indie. Has a bunch of backstage footage. And will literally, if you watch them in tandem, I think there's like 8 or 9 videos. if you watch them in tandem, he tells you how every single stun is done. You learn everything from what a punji stick is to how they do the explosion at the very end there with the plane. So shout out to him. He's amazing. PJ said, okay, so I will do the, we just got a letter, we just got a letter, we just got a letter, we just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Like on Blue's Clues. I like how I only got like a quarter of the way through that. I knew exactly what you meant. See, that's why we're friends. Yes. There definitely might be something like that in your mailbox. Also, I know you guys have seen the hat. I think you've also, if you look in the background of some of my previous videos, like my early streams from the house, I have a bullwhip in the back. That is not a fake bullwhip. That is a real bullwhip. It's not a fancy bullwhip. In fact, I want to get one that's a fancy bullwhip. Because a 10-foot kangaroo, well, there's all kinds of stats. But I actually do know how to use a bullwhip. And I enjoy using a bullwhip. Not in a weird kink way, like in a, I actually do know how to use that, and here we go. And there's different cracks that you can learn. The one that Indy uses the most is going to be the cattleman's crack, which is up 1, 2, 3, round, and down. And you should get 1, 2, 3, 4 cracks. So if you actually watch the choreography, that's how that goes. You also have the around the legs. That's not hard at all. Anyway, I really enjoy that. I don't post any of that, to be honest, just because with the way the world is, people don't always like to see someone like me cracking a bullwhip. So I get that. Totally fine. That's why I don't post it. But I do actually, for just being an Indiana Jones nerd, want to know all of the ways that he's able to do it, and be able to do it myself. So I have actually invested in a whip, and I've learned how to use it. I don't, I mean, I have the scars right here, but that's not what it's from. So anyway, I digress. But I do love bullwhip work. I think anyone that can actually manage a bullwhip correctly, I have a lot of admiration for. And Louis Devo said, "You shoot your eye out, kid." Me to myself about a bullwhip. I mean, I will say this: if I ever post any footage of me learning, I had no shirt, no hat, and shorts. And that was on purpose. That was not because I'm nuts. It's because if you mess up, you know it real quick. So I figured if I just learned the basic, you know, up and over, if I learn that correctly, I'm not going to tear my ear off or hurt myself. But I purposely did not have much clothing on. And that way that if I did mess up, which I did almost rip my ear off. I will say that. I did almost, this one right here, almost went. I'm pretty sure if you look, there's a scar on the back of this ear. But that was specifically done for that reason, and that's because I am a big fan of, if you're going to, for lack of a better way of putting it, if you're going to play with weapons, play with it in a way where if you're learning how to use them correctly, if you mess up, you know what you messed up. So that's kind of a little insight into my crazy psyche. But yes, I did actually learn how to use a bullwhip because I really enjoy Indiana Jones. And literally, I was that guy. I'd like put on the hat, I'd play the music like on my phone, turned all the way up with a Bluetooth speaker on the car, and just get out in the driveway and just and do the thing. And the neighbors did not always appreciate it, so I did kind of turn that off. I need to actually rebuild the bottom half of the whip right now, because I do also know how to do leather working, so that kind of played into that. But I bought a cheap one. I knew I bought a cheap one, and I learned how to use it. And now I want an expensive one because I want to do the thing. Anyway, at some point, maybe, just maybe, I'll post a little tiny content about that, and that'll be it, because I don't want to upset anybody. But it was a lot of fun. And if you mess up, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Like, if you're doing a back swing to the front for the front crack, because I use snake crackers, which are nylon, and they're about this long. If you mess that up, you're going to catch something right here or right here, and it's going to hurt. Like, it's going to draw blood hurt. Like, it's not fun. It's not fun. But anyway, I had a blast. I still love bullwhips. They're a lot of fun for me. Anyway, let me catch up on chat real quick. Jay said, now I want to listen to Britney Circus. LDM said, I have zero hand-eye coordination. I don't need you. You don't have to have hand-eye coordination as much as you have to have muscle memory. Because once you teach your arm how to do it correctly, it's not as bad as you think. Not that I would ever encourage you to do something that might hurt yourself, but just be prepared. If you're ever going to play with a bullwhip, excuse me, learn how to use a bullwhip correctly, you're going to want to make sure that you do it in a fashion of which that A, you are learning technique, and B, just be ready to hurt, because when you mess up, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. Like, not a little, it's going to hurt a lot. So anyway, muscle memory, never heard of that. Right? Hey, there you go. Livy Dead Mom said, I can't imagine the sting. It's not a sting. See, that's the thing. They tell you it's a sting. It's not a sting. It's like a big gash. It's the best way I can describe it. Because it draws blood real quick. Real quick. So anyway, I digress. We'll talk more about whip play. Whip learning later. But seriously, disclaimer, if you're watching this, you don't know how to use a bullwhip, learn at least some technique and do it with correct clothing on. Do not do what I did, where you do it with no shirt and no hat or anything. Like, wear long sleeves, wear full-on pants, wear closed-toed shoes, do it correctly. Don't do what I did. I do not recommend that to anyone. I am that type of person where I wanted to teach myself very fast, and I wanted to feel if I did it wrong. And believe me, I definitely felt when I did it wrong. I have scars. So, don't do what I did. If you're watching this for the first time, and you're just new here on the channel, or even if you're not new here on the channel and you're thinking about trying it, don't do what I did. I'm that kind of person. Don't be that kind of person. That's all I got to say about that. So anyway, are we having a nightcap? What kind of nightcap would you like, Jay? Everyone just stop for a second. Everyone stop. Everyone look at Jay. What kind of nightcap would we like, Jay? We'll wait. It's all good. We'll wait. See, he gets my sense of humor. This is why we're friends. Now, love you to death, Jay. Oh. Okay, I'm going to put you guys on break for just a second. Jay, don't go anywhere. Seriously, don't go. Sorry, I'm not prepared for this. Give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Seriously, Jay, I'm looking at you. Don't go anywhere. Okay, guys, sorry about that. PJ, if you're listening, I need a camera on Jay, like right now. So, Jay, I apologize, my friend. I pride myself on not being a liar. And I got you one of these. Oh, wait. No, that's for the 500 subscriber giveaway. I apologize. Oh, by the way. That's the drink canister. That's not the popcorn bucket. That's the drink canister. This is for PJ. Hold on. Let me see. Digging in my bag of goodies. Well, just make sure you hit the Well, I'll fix that. Anyway. There we go. Hollywood Tower bell. And then, remember when I told you that I had left PJ? So PJ messaged me. He was on stream. And he was like, oh, can you go back and get me that shirt? And I was like, oh, I already left. I already bought it, my friend. So, PJ, that shirt is the package coming back from Walt Disney World on one condition, my friend. There's a condition. You have to come out here and see me. You have to. Have to now. Because went and got you the shirt. I mean, they got me an amazing hoodie, which I wore all the freaking time. But I'm just saying. You guys have to come out here. Seriously. So, you heard it here first. PJ Garcia, no relation, is getting his Tower of Terror shirt. That's the third package I have to send out. Now I have to send out the first package to my first winner, which is Wendy Girl. I have to send out the second one to Jerry G, which is my second winner. And I have to send that to you, my friend. And that is for you. I haven't even read the things yet. First thing that stuck out to me was, I recognize the sound of that bag. Sorry, I'm just catching back up on the chat. Yeah, spooky elevator, all for Jay. Right there. PJ, no love is lost on you, my friend. You know I love you to death. You're getting the bell. So we'll have a fun way on both coasts to say, hey, hit that ding. Also, steal his shirt. Do it. Straight up do it. That would make me so happy. Are we checking in? Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up. That's funny. A dimension of sight, sound, mind. I get a Disney backpack? Heck yeah! I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, cool. Books a flight. Don't tease me, PJ. Y'all did that enough, alright? Y'all did that enough. I know you will, PJ. That is what makes me so happy. But he will have the shirt. You need a nightcap? I'm sorry, that was my silent laugh, I guess. Oh God, that makes me so happy. No, that makes me so happy. Seriously though, be safe if you're actually gonna go somewhere. Oh no, I showed my green screen. You made me show my green screen. What the heck? No, I keep saying, you guys need to come out here. And I'm over here like, there's a big thing happening. But maybe it's not happening. I don't know. Well, people didn't realize I was just as much like, I want it to happen as much as everyone else did. And they had no idea what it was. Yeah, I have a green screen. Look. See? I know how to show it if I want to show it. I just don't want to show it. That's why my hair is not like doing crazy things. Yeah, no, I'm still working out the kinks on that. Go to North Carolina or Walt Disney World? I don't know, Jay. Which do you want to come to? Which one you want to come to? Because I'm down for either one. Let's go. No, seriously. PJ's Ponderosa, if you have not checked them out yet, they are phenomenal. And very adult. They are adult Disney fanatics, which is right up my alley. And it makes me smile. It makes my heart happy. But I love them both so much. They're also the ones that I'm like, guys, I'm nervous. What do I do? Like, I go to Jay like, hey, what'd you think? He's like, it could have sucked less. And I'm like, great feedback. No, seriously, like, those guys are awesome. Go check them out. If you have not yet and you're just new here, go check out PJ's Ponderosa. Seriously. Sister from another mister over there. Jay is still apparently trying to figure out what to say to me after my Disney trip. So, I am both frightened and intrigued. This cup was water, I promise. Either that, it's that PJ Potter is a heck of a view out of the window. I don't know, Trish. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, shucks, you guys. Oh, gosh, pal. Here we go. Oh, you'll be fine. Suck it up. Here we go. Let's go. No, you guys are awesome, seriously. And I really, really appreciate all of you. But yes, I had to spoil it. I'm sorry, guys. But hopefully, PJ, you had a camera on him, because that was just too good to pass up. I've been holding that inside for so long, and I was like, it just, I couldn't anymore. Living Dead Mom said, friends, I'm going to call it a night. Good night to you all. Little Ruth, thank you so much for the stream. All the shout outs and love. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your entire family. Thank you so much for sharing all of that with us. Seriously. All the love. There we go. There we go. All the love. Seriously. And if you have not yet, Living Dead Mom and Living Dead Fam, go check them out. That entire family is loaded with rock stars, apparently, and I had no idea. So now I do. Go check them out. And if you want to leave my channel right now, go check them out. Go check them out. Seriously. Like, why are you still here? Go. Go. Seriously. They're amazing. They're so much fun. Thank you so much, guys. You guys rock. On all the levels. Seriously. Like, the freaking haunted stories and the movie nights and the just general family stuff. Like, hell, I just look at your house and I go, huh, I want to live there. If I can move in with you guys at some point, like, feel free to offer that. Like, I'll be there. I'll be there. So, seriously, go check out Living Dead Fam. If you have not, I don't know what you're doing with your time. If you've gotten this far and you found me, go find Living Dead Fam. So much cooler. But thank you all for seeing me. But seriously, go. Why are you still there? Go. Okay. Anyway. Thank you so much. Now pack your bags. And be a right back screen. And just it comes up blank screen. Where'd he go? Oh, we know where he went. Seriously, when I get out there, I have to see you guys. Seriously. That you're too awesome not to be a thing that I have to see. And you're not a thing. You're all people. And you're really cool people. It's an amazing family. You guys do it so well, too. Like, graciously, humbly, and just flawlessly. And here I am over here like Lag City going, I hope I can make it till tomorrow. Seriously, though, Living Dead Fam and Living Dead Mom both have been huge as far as just giving me feedback and telling me, like, hey, quit for now, come back later, or, you know, go do your thing. They're amazing. If you have not gone and checked out their channel, go check out their channel. Like, all silliness aside, go check them out. Seriously. You are very welcome. You are always welcome, Living Dead Mom. Also, that Crypt Keeper, if it goes missing when I come out there, it's just hanging out in my bedroom. So, you know where to find it. Because that is so cool. MDN will probably echo me on this too, because he's a big Halloween fanatic. And that's my dad. And loves Crypt Keeper. There's a reason I knew who that was. And that wasn't just like, oh, I know who that is. No. I've seen all of the episodes. All of the things. All of it. So, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. PJ said BRB. Hey, do your thing, man. Do your thing, guys. PJ's over there like, where did Jay go? Is he actually going across the street? Alright, give me just a second. I'm going to line up the next video. I'm going to probably do one more, and then I am probably going to peace out for the night. But I did want to go ahead and do one more. We need to do this one, actually. So this is in the. Oh wait, is it gonna restart? Oh, it's restarting. I'm just kidding. You can go back to me. Sorry, I'm still learning how all this works. I apologize. You get to see my thinking face. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and go to this one where you can still hear me though. And you can see my thinking face again, but live at Disney. Oh, oh, oh boy! Gosh, here we go! Oh,
No, because you're not a very good liar.
maybe later. Come on. So there's definitely some lag there on the streets, but I think I kind of figured it out by
Sorry
this
about that,
point.
guys. Prism was
A
not
little
liking
bit
me for a
as
moment.
far as frame rate and all that. I mean, I would definitely like to meet up with Ron and maybe just ask him, like, hey,
Let
what
me
in
know
the
when you
heck
guys
am I
can see me
doing
again.
right and wrong?
I appreciate you guys
So,
hanging out. Alright, let's go see
we were
what
walking
Mickey's
down
Runaway
Hollywood
Railroad looks like.
Boulevard at that point. I'm like, ba ba ba. I'm thinking like, oh,
Stand by
please
and
don't
and I
lag,
cannot see
please
the
don't
time.
lag.
Hey guys. Thanks for finding me again. I had to restart the app like 4 times. If you just said, hey, just let everyone know in the other chat that a new stream has started, we're back. And drop the link. Thank you, PJ. I really appreciate it.
I was talking
So
about something.
when that
I don't even
happens, I had to
remember now.
restart the app like 4 times. And I don't hit end, I just like drop it and reload it. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So good vibes, you made it.
I can find my cursor.
Thanks everybody. You guys rock. Ooh. It says 35. It's probably for
Yep, probably talking to the kiddo at this point. By the way, if you've never traveled with a 4-year-old, you have so much in store for you. So much in store for you.
This is more fun than work. Well, I'm glad. Good. Otherwise, I'd be very concerned. Well, he's not concerned.
Also, directional microphone is a lifesaver in so many ways. Hey, Daisy. I will be splitting these videos up per ride as far as things people can watch that are per ride based. So they don't have to suffer through 6 hours of lines.
Well, can't always get what you want.
I will say that Sky was that fantastic 5 to 6 of the days that I was there. So, I mean, it looked absolutely picturesque. Pun intended.
They said, hey.
But it looked amazing. Absolutely amazing.
That was funny. He goes, hey, YouTube. As I was walking by him. I don't think he realized I had to turn this way. Because of charging.
And I and the wife were absolutely fantastic in being there for that. Shout out to them because I could not have done it without them.
We just got in line for Runaway Railroad. That's where we
Pretty sure this is Mickey's Runaway Railroad. I could recognize that queue anywhere. If you're ever hot or dehydrated, again, either bring your own insulated water bottle or just go up to any of the counter services and they will be more than happy to give you a cup of ice water. The only exception to that is Galaxy's Edge, from my finding, and that is they don't add ice.
You got a Care Bear water bottle?
Which I kind of was very confused about, but they'll at least give you water. So dump the ice and the water into your water bottle and go from there. That's my best advice there.
I mean, okay. Works for me. Right? Get the weirdest text messages to this number. So I get the weirdest text messages for this number.
Also, those
I'm sorry.
you can almost see it. The yellow band that I have on my Magic Band was huge
But this ride is
as far as keeping my Magic Band on.
I just gotta say, this Mickey animation TV show is so creepy. Like, I mainly was watching it a couple years ago, and I was just like, why is this for toddlers? I don't understand.
I'm going to turn her up for a
It
second.
was just so violent. Like, Minnie and Mickey were trying to kill Donald, and I was like, why? Why? They're supposed to be friends.
Took murder charge. We've got money for a lawyer. Let's take a rock. Drop a body in the country song. Alright, I'll stop. She said you should what Minnie does to Pluto TV over here, huh? Huh?
For those that
I'm
tuned
assuming
in
that
while
was
we
you
were
should see
there,
what Minnie does to Pluto
really,
over
really
here.
appreciate that.
Living Dead fan's like, keep singing, Ruth. I can spell, I swear. Oh, yeah, because I am totally one to judge for spelling, Jay. You've seen me at all of you have seen me at 10. I'm just a bad speller to begin with. Pretty sure I got like some dyslexia up in there or something. Plus, I'm a
I
terrible
really, really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm pretty positive at this point this is definitely Mickey's Runaway Railroad queue.
I can tell. I can tell.
Now, a few fun facts about this. This was originally the Hollywood
I'm gonna wait. When I get closer to the right, I am going
Theater,
to look at the background.
the Chinese theater in Hollywood, basically remake or redo.
Y'all gonna watch me
replica, if you will. And it definitely echoes that. If you look outside, they still do have some of the handprints and stuff on the sidewalks.
Like the Runaway Railroad?
That was kind of the thing when they opened. However, they don't really do it as much anymore.
This is what it looks like in here.
But the facade inside, as you can sort of see right here in this shot, is still very much
This used to be the Great Movie,
the replicate view.
movie ride. But yeah, it's set up like the Chinese theater.
I'm going to turn me down a little bit more. So, during all this, Kiddo was asleep. I had the camera backwards because I was trying to charge. But I did want to show the lanterns and at least the facade on the inside because it is immaculately done. If you're not at 1080 right now, you're probably not seeing a lot of the detail, but if you go to 1080 or even 490, 750, you'll get a lot of the detail there. Also, if you like what you're seeing and you'd like to see more, I am in the process of trying to make more trips like this happen. But more trips where maybe the little one stays at home. And that is in no way a bad thing or a good thing or anything in between. That's just, something I'm working on doing. Maybe a solo trip or something like that where I can just stream the entire thing. So if you guys are interested in that, please think about supporting the channel. We do appreciate it. Every single one of you guys, we appreciate. I feel like I know the majority of all of you. Tina, thanks so much for being here again. PJ, Jay, Mike, Wendy, my mods are the best mods you can find. And I appreciate every single one of you for what you bring to the table. If you look to her right, I think she's trying to give a tip or something at this point, but if you look to her right, there is the blue facade wall, which has a full-on story to it. If you actually look at it in great detail. Dad, they do not have the movie props in there anymore. That was part of the thing that they got rid of during the remodel to Mickey's Runaway Railroad. It used to have, so in this area for the Great Movie Ride, it used to have a room you would go into right off of this foyer that would have like Mary Poppins' horse, ruby slippers, all kinds of things. One of the cocoons from Cocoon. None of that is there anymore. None at all, unfortunately. I wish it was. Because I actually really enjoyed that kind of thing. but unfortunately none of that's there anymore. Miss Garcia, love you too. Thank you so much. I think at this point I was just kind of being silly because I wasn't really sure what to do. I was trying to figure out how to turn the camera around. Because I really wanted to show you guys the full foyer. And I think I do that here in the next minute or two. Basically, I had to turn the camera around. Yep. This was before I started putting the screen up. My apologies for the shaky. Thank you for everyone that held on to their laptop and didn't throw up. Yes, I do agree, Dad. It is a shame that they took out the actual, during this actual staging area, they did originally have glass cases where they would hold real movie props from actual movies. And all of that went away as part of the facelift to get to Mickey's Runaway. Can we see the surviving Gideon's cookie? There's only half of it left, Tina. My wife actually ate the first half of it earlier this evening. Maybe by the end of the stream, because it was delicious. I've been making sure that thing stayed under lock and key, other than when she gets a hold of it, and she put her hurting on that cookie. Put a hurting on that cookie, as they say around here, and yeah, those were amazing. Oh, there we go. So I turned the camera around. I was able to give you the full foyer shot, because that is a full-on replica of the one in Hollywood. And then I'm pretty sure I figured out a couple more steps in that I had to turn the brightness down so you guys could actually see the movie pictures. Ah, there it goes. There were some weird movie pictures in here, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they weren't from actual movies. They were from, the more modern Mickey thing as far as animation. I'm not a huge fan of the more modern Mickey thing. I prefer the classic Mickey. I prefer the classic cartoons. If I'm gonna watch it, I'd much prefer to see that. So. And as I've said before, I really do try when I'm there live to not be super in people's faces as far as filming them in the queue. That's one of the reasons I show a lot of ceiling. I really try my best not to be that guy that is always has a camera in your face. I used to be super against cameras, to be honest. Very early on, as far as in rides or in queues or anything like that. And I very much have had to get over that to be able to bring you guys to the attractions. So for anybody that watched while we were there, I really appreciate it. I try to get better every day. And by the final day, I very much had kind of become okay with a certain equilibrium of showing people. But this was I'm pretty sure like day 3 of 8, and I was very much still trying not to show anybody at all. And you can't do that. Like if you're in a queue and you're in a room of 200 people, you're going to have to see people's faces at some point. I mean, there's no way around that, unfortunately. But you still can try to aim at the ceiling and stuff like that, and which is what I very much tried to keep as a regular thing throughout all of my experiences at Disney. Thank you so much, Jeanette. I appreciate that. Jeanette said you're awesome. I really tried. And I learned a ton, and I do mean a ton, every single day. Dad said, yeah, so much for the witness protection program. Well, you know, I mean, if you're at Disney, you got to throw a lot of things out the window. Your personal bubble being one of them, your personal security being another one. So, in all seriousness though, they do an amazing job, an absolute amazing job of keeping people's individual bubbles intact compared to other parks. But I will say that, you know, you've got a bunch of people in a room, there's only so much you can do. And especially when you're in there for a long time, you start to get comfortable. Like right now, like I'm starting to let the camera dip from the ceiling because there was nothing else to show. Everything was on face level as far as the movie posters and all that. Because in this particular attraction, they have a ton. They took out all of the props from actual movies that I really enjoyed, and they replaced them with a bunch of facade posters that change every minute and a half to 2 minutes or less. Jeanette says, sorry about that guy. I was watching a movie on Disney Plus. All good. You're completely good, Jeanette. I didn't even notice. Or if I did notice, I don't remember that I noticed. Doing the stream thing live is not as easy as everybody makes it look. It really, really is not. And I've said that before. I'll say it again. It takes a certain amount of personal comfort and guts, and it takes a certain amount of tech intelligence. It takes a certain amount of pre-planning, which I tried to do before we got there. And it also takes a certain amount of just be able to fly with whatever happens. Because it is live. These videos, you know, now the great part is I'm live, but I'm in my living room. You know, the worst thing that's going to happen is my dog's going to go crazy. Over in the next room. You know, at the time, I was in a room of probably 150 people, and they could have done anything at any point or said anything at any point. I mean, my kiddo is a perfect example. You know, she was going nuts for a good portion of the time we were there. And she would just run through groups of people. And, you know, I'm trying to still be fatherly and a dad, but at the same time, I'm very much trying to make sure that you guys have a good time. And I mean, it wasn't always easy. It wasn't always as fun as I tried to make it look. I will say that. And so I have a lot of respect for the people that go out and stream this stuff live all the time. It's not easy. But if it were easy, everybody could do it, right? So that's part of the reason I thought it was something I wanted to try. Was I figured they make this look really easy. It's probably not. I want to try it because I'm that guy. So I very much kind of threw myself out there, and you know, I appreciate everybody coming along for the ride that did, and people that are going back and watching it, and people that are now on the stream and everything else. Like I really, really appreciate it. Guys, by chance, if any of you guys get the Spider-Man Numa, got mine yesterday in the mail from Amazon. I have not. I actually know what that is now, thanks to you. But I have not gotten one. I have a dear friend of mine that probably has one. Now, did they just release that, Jeanette? Because I feel like they did. Or was that something that's been out for a while? Let me know. Excuse me. So, yeah, once we get on this ride, I'm going to kind of talk us through the queue and where my head was at, and then we'll ride Mickey's Runaway, and then I'm going to call it a night. Just because, I mean, it's been a day, and it's time. It's time to call it a night. And I do plan on cutting these down where it's much easier to see the actual attractions. I do apologize. You have to wait through all the queue BS with me. But I'm trying to make it more fun right now. Yeah, I knew they had... So, Mr. Garcia, I knew that they had been around for a couple years. That never was kind of my thing. Oh, she's asleep. She's been asleep practically the whole queue. Sorry. Anyway. No, I knew they'd been around for a minute. I hadn't really gotten into them. To be honest, I didn't really get into a lot of the merch, the direct merch, until I was there this past time. Because leading up to that was a lot of what I saw with the merch searches and stuff like that. It was very cool to be able to see it in person and touch it and go, oh, that's really neat. I don't have $50 to spend on this. So... thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much. Jay said, also congrats on 200 subscriptions. I really, really appreciate that. Hopefully we make it to 3, maybe 4, maybe even 5. We're doing our best over here. I'm talking about something over there. Kind of neat thing is if you look behind me, they added that wall. I believe it's to the right because they had to split up the initial queue, which was from the Great Movie Ride. You went through the Grand Foyer, and then you went through the side room, which had a bunch of the movie props, and then you actually went through a line. There was just a big movie screen at one end, playing trailers, and they split all that up and made that kind of into this queue. And even some of the tune queue, once you get past the video. Excuse me. Jay, I'm going to pretend to be shocked that you're only... I don't even know how to say it. Nuimo? Numo? Anyway, I'm not shocked at all that you're one of those is Oswald. That's so cool. I love, by the way, that you love Oswald so much. I love the history of Oswald, which is one of the reasons I now have Oswald ears, just like yours. And that's not so much me trying to be a copycat. That's me just... I like Disney history. And Oswald is where it all came from. I mean, Oswald was the beginning. So, that's very, very cool to me. I said it first the right time. I don't remember what I said the first time, so there you go. This is part of the reason I want to hang out with you in person, so you can school me on the things. Jay. No, seriously, Jay and PJ are amazing. They give me all the feedback, whether I want to hear it or not. And I ask for it all the time, to a point where it probably makes them uncomfortable. I literally go to them and go, hey, what did you think of this? Oh, it was great. No, but what'd you really think of this? And PJ's always really, really nice about it. And Jay is always the one that's like, no, here's my untamed freaking opinion. And you can take that for what it's worth. And I appreciate the heck out of it. I really, really do. Jay, if you haven't noticed, I got a lot of love for you, my guy. A lot of love. So thank you so much for everything that you've done for me and for the channel. And keep it up. And I got your shirt. Hey, Wendy girl. Welcome back. Tina said, can Rue come out for a short trip to California and hang out for a day or two? I would love that so much, Tina. I really, really would. But unfortunately, unless this channel takes off like crazy and can help me pay the way, or pay the way itself, it ain't gonna happen. At least not right now. Because we actually, the way that the annual passes happened was we were looking at going to Disneyland to see World of Color. And specifically for that. And we price everything out with plane tickets and all that. And Jay knows what I'm talking about. PJ knows what I'm talking about because they were looking at plane tickets to come over here. And it just didn't work. And then we looked at the amount of money and, oh, okay, we're finally actually in the thing. I'll shut up for a second.
Hi, Goofy! Hey, Elton, are we ready for a picnic? Yup, we're off to the park. See y'all there. Nothing can stop us now. I don't know how, but we're very trouble.
Oh, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train? Excuse me, you there.
Who, me?
Do you mind helping these good people into the cartoon while I fix this here locomotive?
Sure, Goofy. Sounds like a lot of paperwork, though.
Thanks. Be back in a jiffy to pick you all up.
Well, alright. You guys heading into that cartoon while I figure out why my smoke detectors don't work.
So my apologies for talking over the ride. Also, very, very cool effect the way they do that.
Particle sensors don't pick up pixels?
But yeah, we looked at prices for doing the trip out west, and
She's still just out cold.
we basically just kind of said that for that price, we could do annual passes to East Coast Disney World.
As Ron says, justice for Pluto.
So that's kind of how that happened. But I very, very, very much would like to make my way out there. It's always been on my bucket list. I don't care what anybody says. Disneyland was the OG park and OG spot where Walt actually stayed. And I am very, very, very much wanting to go there.
And we just have one more down the back and we will be loading.
So hopefully it will happen. It won't happen this year, but hopefully it will happen very, very soon. But hey, we're a heck of a lot closer just from what you guys have been doing as far as supporting the channel. Because it actually, I'm not kidding when I say everything goes back into supporting the channel. I put way more money into this thing than I'm getting out of it, and I'm totally okay with that because you guys are having a good time and I'm having a good time, and that's how I feel about it. So anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. Let me catch up on chat. When I first clicked on and saw the people I was thinking were in NC that these people were awake. It's 3:02 in NC right now. Nobody's awake right now, other than Wendy Girl, and me. That's not true. I mean, all the party people are awake right now in NC. But yeah, no, we kind of live, and Wendy Girl can probably back me up on this. Please do. Wendy Girl, or not, totally however you feel. I live on a different timetable than everybody else here. Everybody else is like, I want to go to sleep at like 5 p.m. and I'm like,
I'm looking for it.
I live on West Coast time. I really do, and I've said this before. I did long before I started the channel. And PJ and Jay can definitely vouch. I keep West Coast hours for real, and so that's the thing.
Oh, I do. You didn't know me.
Hey, Snoopy 32, what's up? Welcome back. My
I
guy,
actually didn't know.
my guy.
That's good, right?
What's good? How you doing?
Should be where the train loads right before you go on the ride. Well, that's right there.
PJ, I appreciate you 1,000-fold. You and Jay. Thank you for everything. Seriously.
I don't know where
I'll never say it enough.
If it's there, it should be
Because there were
across
so
the
many
road.
times that I sent you a message directly. It was like, I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? And you were just like, just do it. Just do it, and you'll get it.
I
So,
don't see it.
like I've always said, I want every stream to be better than the last.
It's like action part.
So.
Not.
That's what we do here. Woohoo, party people! That's right.
That might just be an Easter egg for you guys.
It's my guy.
This should be the last two as the
She
train.
said, so sad they don't have Minnie and Mickey on top like over here.
That would be over there.
Jay, there are so many things that are sad about this ride. I'm sorry.
I can't tell.
I said it. The ride itself, not terrible. It is actually a very, very good ride.
Well, there's one difference we found, right?
As far as
Oh, don't be heartbroken. You get to ride this
what
ride with
was
me
there before the ride, I would prefer that still be there. So I'm not. Sorry. Not sorry.
So do that. No, that's wrong. You need to do this. Wait, do I have to hold hands? What if I don't want to hold hands?
I'm shocked they didn't mention tails.
This is me. This is Ian. For my safari.
Wendy said, you did real good at Disney World. Hopefully you can stream Busch Gardens. I want people to see how nice it is, how unique it is.
It's not nice.
It is really a beautiful park. I mean, it won awards for how pretty it is. I hope I can do it justice. So thank you. And also, if you happen to be in the area or want to head up there while I'm there, May 16th through 18th, please. I can always use an extra pair of hands. Or just support.
Alright, 1 second. I'm getting my life.
But that's really cool because I know that's your home park, Wendy girl, and that means a lot. That you would, I wouldn't say trust me with it, but at least trust that I'm going to do the best I can there. So thank you so much. Seriously.
Enjoy the ride, everyone.
Jay said you would love DCA. It's pretty much Hollywood Studios. I've kind of noticed that. It's almost like they were built around the same time. No, but seriously, I actually would really love that. Now, PJ said, I want to go to Busch Gardens. He said, if I was closer, I'd love to go there too. I will say this, the food at Disney, much better. Festival or not. Now, the best food at Busch Gardens is going to be during this festival that we're there for. During. I added a W for some reason. DW, during, everyone. During the dwarf. Yeah. No, seriously though, the food is going to be as good as it gets while we're there. Because I did this last year, and it was not as good as Disney, but it was darn close in a lot of ways at certain pavilions. Now you had to go to certain ones. So that's one of the reasons I kind of want to film it and then post it afterwards, so you don't have to worry about lag. Again, I gotta talk to my friend, because I do have a friend that works there in the entertainment and knows the tech stuff. So I will be talking to her before, or them. I apologize if I messed that up. I will be talking to them before I get there, and trying to make sure that I am in the best place possible to bring you the best thing possible, because that's always been my view. Also, we're on the ride now, so I feel really kind of ickish for talking over it. I'm gonna turn up the ride.
Welcome, dancers, welcome. Come. Oh, look at all those bright, smiling faces. It's so nice to see you. Come on in. Don't be shy. That's right. Everyone to your positions. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent. You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Now, let's...
Williamsburg.
That was going. Okay, all right.
Well, that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park, and thanks for sticking with me. Hi, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
All right.
Gosh, what's this lever do? Here we are, back.
So, that is Mickey's Runaway Railroad. If you have not ridden it, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. Guys, I'm going to call it a night here in just a second. But I really, really appreciate all of you being here. We did the thing, and then we did the thing, and then we did another thing. So, we do all the things, I guess. We're trying our best over here. And I apologize that it took me 5 days to figure out the settings, but I'd like to think that we did pretty good. We did pretty darn good. So, we will be going to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Sorry, I turned up the volume. My apologies to those that are wearing headphones. We did go ahead and set up the reservations and everything for the 16th through the 18th of May. We will be there at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg for their Food and Wine Festival. I'm going to do the best I can. I can't promise much because I don't know what their signal is like. The nice thing about Disney is you can put that thing on Wi-Fi and do all kinds of things you'd expect. So, you guys are amazing though. Thank you, Miss Garcia. Thank you, PJ. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, all of you, seriously, that are watching this. I cannot do this without you guys. You guys are killing me in the chat. Ace, my guy. I will have a very good night. I'm just gonna now fret about Williamsburg and maybe some other things that are coming your way before then. There are some things in the plans because the algorithm doesn't sleep, and I would like to get up there as far as what we're trying to do, but seriously, you guys are amazing. Thank you for everything you guys do. Every single one of you that are watching this. Thank you. And you know what? I'm going to do the best I can to bring you a fun, magical time no matter where we go. Whether it's the art museum, which I really, really want to show you guys, because I think you guys will really enjoy it. I really, really do. And also, other things. Maybe there'll be some Disney stuff. Who knows? So, thank you all. Seriously. You're amazing. I can't put into words, so I won't try to. But thank you. Alright, guys. Get some rest. Have a great night. See you next time.